Okay. Audio, video, everything. Dear students, I am audible.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Thank you, beta. And also visible too, right?
Yes, sir.
Good. Good morning. Is this Kashyap Rathore sir and another sir is from the Khalsa Public School?
Yes, sir. Good morning. We are present.
Good morning. Okay.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, Bhaveshji, good morning.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, shall we start?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. A very good morning to one and all present here. Small cheer and a great welcome makes a merry feast. These are the words of William Shakespeare. With these words, I, V. Jyoti, on behalf of Anandalaya family, extend my heartiest welcome to the principal, teachers, and students of Khalsa Public School for this wonderful exchange program on art integration. Here, we are all excited, and I'm sure that's the same with you, to be a part of this online exchange program, which is a first-hand experience for most of us. Well, at the end, I'm sure at the end of this program, our students will be able to creatively connect the art of Chhattisgarh and Gujarat with their subjects, and thus the objective is achieved. I'm also sure that our learners will use the artistic and the aesthetic sensibility in their day-to-day life. Looking forward to achieve these objectives. Once again, my warm welcome to all of you. Well, as we know that today is the birth anniversary of our great leader, Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. So before we start the exchange program, let me invite Reva Naya to commemorate our great leader. Reva, please.
Thank you, ma'am. Good morning, everyone. Give me blood and I'll give you freedom. Subhash Chandra Bose. Today is Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose's 125th birth anniversary, and on this occasion, I would like to speak a few lines about him to commemorate his sacrifices for our country. Subhash Chandra Bose was born on this date in the year 1897 and in Cuttack, Orissa Division, Bengal Province. He was the ninth in a family of 14 children. He is known to be the most influential freedom fighter in history, with his extraordinary leadership skills and charismatic public speaking skills. He had made huge and several contributions to India's freedom struggle. To conclude, I would like to recollect a quote said by him that one individual may die for an idea, but that idea will even after his death, incarnate itself into 1,000 lives. Thank you.
Let me once again welcome you all in this presentation. Let me open the door of Gujarat. Barno Kholo. Gujarat offers picturesque landscapes, amazing and unique wildlife, long stretches of coastlines and historical sites, coupled with architecture and array of rich variety of craft. Let's together to some parts of Gujarat to explore few of the monuments, the rich art and craft of the state. Let's start our journey from Indus Valley civilization, which existed 5,000 years ago. Dholavira and Lothal are among the famous towns of the civilization. Dholavira was literally a paradise in the desert, the great run of Kutch. Come along.
Good morning all and welcome to Dolavira. Today I, Kanav Tulakya, will tell you all about Dolavira. Dolavira is located in Chhattisgarh in Bachau Taluka of Kutch district. It is one of the 5 largest Harappan sites and the grandest cities of its time. It was the most prominent archaeological site and discovered by Mr. J.P. Joshi in 1967 to 1968. It had many different occupancies from 2650 BCE till the 1800 BCE. Now we'll talk about the archaeological achievements done by the discovery team. Seals. Red on black ware also found at Lothal. A seated male figure made on a raw rock using a chisel. A signboard used to decipher the Dholavira script. Now we'll talk about the mathematics involved in it. Burial pottery. Burial pottery used circles and triangles as its design, which were represented in a perfect symmetry. Eventually, these circles and triangles led to the formation of hexahedra, which is the plural of hexahedron. Idea of hemispherical figures. 7 hemispherical constructions were found at Dholavira, which is a rare site, from which 2 were excavated in detail. The layout. The mesmerizing layout of Dholavira consists many mathematical features such as trigonometry and parallel lines to form the great city even before the civilization. The symmetrical letters. The Dholaviran script had every letter with 1 line of symmetry. Thank you.
Lothal. Location. Lothal was one of the southernmost cities of the Indus Valley civilization. It is located in the VIII region of Gujarat. Map. History. It is said that Lothal is a combination of 2 words, Loth and Thal, which in Gujarati means the mound of the dead. The city was inhabited during 3700 BCE and was a thriving trading port. The excavation started from 13 February 1955 to 19 May 1960 by the Archaeological Survey of India to underneath the ancient city. Archaeologists believed that the city was part of a major river system on the ancient trade route from Sindh to Saurashtra in Gujarat. Excavations here offered the greatest number of antiques in the archaeology of modern India. Dimensions. On an average, the main sewer of Lothal is 20 to 46 cm in depth, and its outer dimensions are 86, 68, and 33 cm. Well of Lothal is 2.4 meters in diameter and 6.7 meters deep. Dockyard of Lothal extends 37 meters from east to west and 22 meters from north to south. Town was divided into blocks of 1 to 2 meters high to prevent flooding. Total area is 7 hectares. Model of Lothal. A short film in history of why Lothal has good engineering.
A flood destroyed the village settlements of Lothal in 2350 BC. Harappans did not get demotivated and took this golden opportunity to plan and expand their settlements. Lothal planets engaged themselves in planning and constructing the city such like that it will not get affected by floods. They decided to divide the town into different parts as shown in the figure and construct blocks to prevent flooding. Each block was about 1 to 2 meters high. The blocks were made up of sun-dried bricks. This was the story of how Lothal has very good town planning.
After the Indus Valley civilization, let's walk into the golden era of the Chalukyas or the Solanki dynasty. Here are few masterpiece architecture of the Solanki dynasty in the 11th century. The Modera Sun Temple, Rani Ki Vav and Palitana temples.
Sun Temple, Modhera. Modhera Sun Temple was built by Bhim I of Chalukya dynasty in 11th century on the bank of river Pushpavati in Modhera village of Mehsana. It is divided into three parts: Guddha Mandap, Shrine Hall, Sabha Mandap, Assembly Hall and Kund, the reservoir. It was declared a World Heritage Site in 2014. Architecture. The reservoir, also called Ram Kund or Surya Kund, is built outside the temple. It is rectangular in shape. The steps leading to the water are also rectangular or square in shape except the first step of every terrace. The reservoir is 176 feet long from north to south and 120 feet long from east to west. There are steps to move from one terrace to another which are at right angle to the terrace.
Sabha Mandap. The dancing or assembly hall has remarkable 52 carved pillars which represent the 52 weeks of the year. The ceiling is circular, rising in layers that is like in the stepped pyramid shape. Semicircular arches over the pillars are arranged in an octagon to support the ceiling. Gud Mandap or Garbhgriha. The Garbhgriha is built in a square shape with comparatively plain walls than the exterior of the temple. The doorway has carved figures of 12-faced sun god depicting each month of the solar year. A 3-day dance festival called Uttarad is organized by Gujarat Tourism Corporation. It is held in the third week of January. The temple was built in Maru Gurjara style, that is Chalukya style. This remarkable piece of architecture was destroyed by Alauddin Khilji in 1300 AD. Thank you.
The old city and outskirts of Patan has a major monument, Rani Ki Vav Stepwells. Rani Ki Vav is added in the list of World Heritage Sites and a must place in Gujarat. It includes geometrical shapes like cylindrical pillars, cuboids and its properties are used. Here the concept of area and perimeter, golden ratio and trigonometry plays an important role. The golden ratio serves as a basic geometry principle in the architecture. Construction of Rani Ki Vav requires lots of calculations which include engineering mathematics.
Situated at the height of 7,288 feet on the saddle linking the twin Giriraj mountains, the temples were built over a period of 900 years by Kumarpal Solanki. The journey of 3,750 steps to see 1,300 temples covered in marbles. One can't eat anything or return after half of the journey. The journey is done to seek the blessings of 22 of 24 Jain Tirthankars, especially the first Tirthankar Lord Adinath. Taking inspiration from Adinath's 99 times journey to this pilgrimage, the Vani Yatra is performed by pilgrims.
Talking about the temples, its interiors are carved with geometrical leaf designs twisted together to form canopy. All designs are symmetrical and congruent to each other. Lots of observation and dedication towards maths is required. Even if you look at the murtis or the Chaturmukha murtis, all four sides of the murtis are congruent and symmetrical. Palitana is also awarded as the best spiritual destination of Gujarat. So, if you're planning to visit Gujarat, don't forget to visit this spectacular temple and observe how mathematical concepts are linked with architecture and religion here. Thank you.
Almost every city in the state of Gujarat has an art form native to it. Let's go to the Kutch district of Gujarat, which is a treasure trove of crafts. Let me showcase some art forms like Ajrak and mud art.
Ajrak is a unique form of block printing. These block printings display special designs and patterns made using block printing by stamps. Nature plays an important role in making of Ajrak. The craftsmen work in total harmony with their environment, where the sun, river, animals, trees and mud are all part of its making. Ajrak has predominantly been a craft using natural dyes, making it inherently expensive. The repeat pattern, which gives the design its character, is determined by a grid system. The pattern is first transferred to the block and then carved with great precision by the block maker. The blocks are carved in pad that can register an exact inverted image on the other side. The precision of the artist while making Ajrak is combined outcome of art and math. The continuity of Ajrak has persisted over centuries only because it is an integral part of our culture. I hope we can together give protection to preserve this amazing process and the ancient craft tradition. Thank you.
Mud art. What is mud art? Mud art and mirrorwork is also known as Lipan Kham. It is a traditional mural craft of Kutch, Gujarat. Matwa mud art is a centuries old art of Bandhani region. Beautiful designs are created on walls with clay and mirrors. The art has now been transferred to portable panels for use in urban interiors too.
Now let us look into the working process of this art. There are many tools and raw materials used in this mirror work: wooden board, clay, glue, chalk powder, sawdust, scale, pencil, compass, frame, color, mirror and waste cloth are these materials. Now let's see the process. First, the plywood is cut as per the requirement. Design is drawn on the wooden piece using pencil. Pottery clay, sawdust, chalk powder and fevicol are mixed thoroughly and kneaded well. Small portions of dough are taken and made into lengthy cylinders by rolling them between the palms. Then the fevicol is evenly applied on the design. Cylindrical form of dough and mirrors are stuck to the base. Then the artwork is allowed for drying. On the dried mud mirror work, Asian paints are used for coloring. Once the painting is dried, the mirrors are cleaned using waste cloth. Finally, the product is then neatly packed and sold in the market. This is the initial and the final look of the painting. Product. The mud art is purely handmade. This artwork is famous for its unique qualities and unique methodology carried out for preparing it. These artworks are usually available with the frame and also without frame. Though the work is limited mainly to the interior walls, it can be found on the outer walls as well. This mud art technique can be used to decorate the whole wall of the building and the ceiling.
Maths. The art form needs high mathematical precision. The mud art piece bean is prepared out of mud worked upon durable high quality wooden board. The dimension varies like 18 inch by 18 inch. Handcrafted artistic product, it has an abstract pattern. Sizes and shapes. Sizes. They are available in various sizes and shapes. They are very colorful and eye-catching, and thus there are many purchases. Shapes. The product is available in square and diamond shape. Cost. The art costs around rupees 750 per feet.
Gujarat was under the Mughal rule for 4 centuries. They created an architectural heritage. The Sultanate architecture is described as the originator of the Gujarat style. Let's take a digital tour through Ahmedabad and Champaner of the second half of the 15th century.
Go straight away to Panchmahal district because we are going to visit Champaner. Champaner and Pavagadh Archaeological Park has 114 national monuments, including temples, tombs, wells, and mosques. Some of the major monuments of Champaner Pavagadh are Sahara Ki Masjid Mosques, Pavagadh Jain Temple, and the most visited temple on the hill, Kalika Mata Temple. In building these monuments, geometrical shapes like hemispherical dome, cylindrical pillars, cuboidal bricks, etc. are used. Also, the concept of parabola and symmetry is used here. Friends, now let's go to the Sidi Sayyid Jali or the Sidi Sayyid Mosque, Ahmedabad. It is the architectural beauty of Ahmedabad and is a symbol of time when Gujarat dwelled and prospered under Muslim rule. Inside the mosques are iconic windows which represents the tree of life, which has a tree with intervening and overlapping branches done on a semicircular arch. There are nearly 10 semicircular windows displaying complex geometrical designs. Apart from it, geometrical shapes of hemispherical dome, cylindrical pillars, symmetry, and a concept of parabola is used here.
Bandhani is one of the most cherished and adored textile arts. It's been a part of Gujarati culture since times immemorial. The Patan district of Gujarat is home to some of the most skilled Patola weavers. Let's look into the gorgeous Bandhani and Patola art.
It is the proud art form of Gujarat, mainly used to make saris. Patola are the famous silk saris from Patan in Gujarat. They are the most beautiful fabrics among the Indian resist dyed textiles. It is unique as it is done in both wrap and weft direction. There are three families in Patan that weave these highly prized double ikat saris. According to some historians, the art of Patola weaving was known in 4th century in Ajanta caves. Silk weavers of Salvi caste from the state of Maharashtra chose Gujarat as their home for their renowned Patola fabric. Location of Patan on the map. Let's look at the process of making the Patola fabric. process of making silk, process of making wrap and weft, process of tying the knots, process of dyeing, process of weaving, process of adjusting threads of wrap and weft, process of finishing the fabrics. Look at the maths behind the Patola fabric. Making of Patola fabric and dyeing and weaving process is extremely complicated, requiring mathematical precision coupled with a vivid imagination. The Patola fabric pattern is made on a graph paper. The Patola are distinctive, repetitive, and often geometric. They fall into three types: purely geometric forms such as Navaratna Bhatt, floral and vegetable patterns depicted by various shapes, designs depicting forms such as dancing woman, elephant, and parrots. Patola art uses many symmetrical figures as motifs. Two-dimensional symmetry and one-dimensional symmetry is used. Original handmade Patola saris can cost up to 2 lakhs. The complexity and time intensiveness is what makes the Patola so valuable. A dizzyingly mathematical process and a team of 6 is required to make one Patola in a year. They also have high profit margins. The average profit margin was 20% for each sari. Geometric patterns of Patola textile is used in Rani Ka Vav, famous stepwell located in Patan. Thank you.
I am Shrijit Pawar of class 8A and now I am going to talk about Bandhani, the traditional art of Gujarat. Bandhani. Bandhani, also known as bandhij, is a type of tie and dye method. The word bandhani is derived from Sanskrit word bandha, which means to tie. Origin and history. The ancient bandhani or Indian tie and dye technique began around 5000 years ago in the Indian states of Rajasthan and Gujarat. Many believe that Muslim Khatri community of Kutch as the first to use this form of dyeing. Bandhani dyes and colors. The art of bandhani is a highly skilled process. The technique involves dyeing a fabric which is tied tightly with a thread at several points, thus producing a variety of patterns like Chandrakala, Bhavan Bog, and Shikari, depending on the manner in which the cloth is tied. The main colors used in bandhani are yellow, red, blue, green, and black. The main colors used in bandhani are natural. As bandhani is a tie and dye process, dyeing is done by hand. Geometrical motifs used in bandhani. Bandhani features patterns like dots, stripes, and waves. Motifs of human figures, flowers, plants, trees, elephants, birds like peacock, parrot. Floral motifs and dancing girls with geometrical motifs like squares, diamonds, circle, rectangle, vertical, horizontal, zigzag, and diagonal lines are also used.
Taking you to the last leg of our tour, the world's tallest statue, the Statue of Unity, designed by the noted Indian sculptor Ram V. Sutar, was constructed in record 33 months, completed in October 2018. The statue has also entered the World's Architecture News Award.
The Statue of Unity is a tribute to the nation's first Home Minister, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, one of the most prominent leaders of the Indian independence movement. The right way was chosen to pay respect to a man of such grand stature so that the future generation could proudly remember his contribution to the motherland. And every Indian can walk with his head held high. The idea was to amaze the world, so the thought became the foundation stone for establishing the world's tallest statue of Sardar Patel. The height was specifically chosen to match the number of seats in Gujarat Legislative Assembly. There were many reasons for choosing this tree. Narmada River is known as the lifeline to Gujarat because it provides water to more than 40 million plus people of Gujarat. It was Sardar Patel's dream to construct a dam here to help develop the tribal regions of Gujarat. Sardar Sahib's dhoti-clad legs and the use of sandals for footwear rendered the design thinner at the base than at the top, thereby affecting its stability. This was addressed by maintaining a slenderness ratio of 16:19. The Statue of Unity is a matter of Gujarat's glory, besides a great tribute to Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel.
Hope the virtual tour that we presented on Gujarat was informative and interesting. At this juncture, on behalf of Anandalaya, I take the privilege to thank the principal, Mrs. Mandala Vedavati of Khalsa Public School, Mr. Pavan Kumar Sharma of Anandalaya, and the Vice Principal of Anandalaya, Mr. Tejas Kumar Desai, for giving us this remarkable opportunity. Our sincere thanks to the teachers who directly and indirectly helped us to present the show. Thank you, one and all.
Good morning, all of you. After watching this program, I hope everyone will agree the words spoken by Gujarat Tourism Brand Ambassador Shri Amitabh Bachchan ji that कुछ दिन तो बिताओ गुजरात में, right? So now I, Kishan Danda, request to Khalsa Public School to present the program. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. It was really pleasure and opportunity to watch such a wonderful program hosted by Anandalaya. The students were really very good at that programs, and we really enjoyed the programs. Art enables us to find ourselves and to lose ourselves at the same time. With these beautiful lines, I, Ashish Sonwani from Khalsa Public School, welcome you all. Today, it's a golden opportunity to us to exchange wonderful cultures and traditions. Now, would be starting with the program of 7th and 8th grade students who are going to show you the art and craft and historical monuments of Chhattisgarh. Now, I hand over to our anchors who will be going to introduce us to the program. Thank you.
Good morning. These are not just mere greetings. They are powerful blessings setting the best vibration for the day. Hence, whether it is morning, afternoon, or night, make sure you say your greetings right.
It's been a privilege and honor for me to welcome Anandalaya for this virtual art integration collaboration program with Khalsa Public School. In order to stay ahead in the integration is vital. Art integration unlocks the door of learning and its craft a whole new vision of school transformation. Art and craft, children get the opportunity of expressing in positive, tangible, and a meaningful way. It expands their innate quality of thinking. So let's have some informative words on both the art form of Chhattisgarh. So my little friends, please occupy your space.
A very good morning to you all. Art is an adventure into an unknown world, which can be explored only by those willing to take risks. With these beautiful lines, I, Avika Saw from class 7, got the privilege to become part of this art integration, collaboration, exchange program. Today, I am here to present knowledge about one of a beloved festival of Chhattisgarh called Godna. The practice of Godna is widely prevalent across Chhattisgarh among Adivasis Gond and lower caste communities of Bastar and Sarguja region. It refers to the piercing of the body with needles. It is a form of body art mostly practiced by women. Godna has many motifs, each having a specific significance. Well, some are creative in nature and others are applied according to rites of passage in women's life, such as puberty, marriage, and childbirth. Contemporary Indian society has continued the prehistoric rock art tattoos. Noteworthy Godna paintings are Diwar Godna of Ranjangaon district and Gori Godna of Sarguja district of Chhattisgarh. Nowadays, our modern culture has influenced the Godna art and artists to a great extent. Female tattooists have played an important role in spreading Godna art through workshop and exhibition. I think it may quite distinction for you. Thank you.
A very warm welcome. A very warm welcome to one and all present over here. First of all, I am very thankful to everyone who encouraged me, including my teachers who gave me this golden opportunity to perform here. The reason we all are gathered here today is our Integration and Collaboration Exchange Program. Let me introduce you myself. I am Abhishek Patnaik from class 7. India is a beautiful bunch of 28 states and one of them is Chhattisgarh. Chhattisgarh is rich in heritage and art and culture and one of the art form is bamboo art. So let's move towards my topic, which is bamboo craft. Chhattisgarh is northeast state of India and due to its forest cover and availability of bamboo make this state major producer of bamboo products. The tribal region of the Chhattisgarh is the main producer for the bamboo products. Bamboo craft is a unique representation of centuries-old tradition of tribal Chhattisgarh. Bamboo site, a common site in this state. Now, I would like to show you some of the bamboo craft which will attract your mind towards it. The first thing I am going to show you is a bamboo hand fan which was used by the ancient people before the fan was invented. It works like this. The next item I am going to show you is a bamboo supa which is used for winnowing of rice. At last but not the least, I would like to show you a decorative bamboo boat house which is a handmade work. Thank you for watching me and listening me.
Thanks both of you for your aesthetic and colorful display. Chhattisgarh is well known and reputed for its intricate and beautiful art and craft. Art and craft is a core feature of any state. To showcase core feature of Chhattisgarh, here are my friends with small clipping. Thank you for a dashing and athletic display. Monuments, art and craft, and architecture are like a treasure for a nation and a symbol of pride of their civilization. With these lines, I would like to call a student of Standard 8.
A very beautiful rise and shine to one and all present here. This is Anshika Pandey of Class 8 of Khalsa Public School, Dongargarh. Today I am here to take you to the journey of an adorable temple situated in Chhattisgarh. So let's begin the journey. Bharamdev Mandir is situated in the Kawarda district of Chhattisgarh. It is one of the oldest temple of Chhattisgarh. Its construction was during the early 7th century to 11th century and was completed in the year 1089. It was built by Lakshman Dev Rai and Gopal Dev. The temple comprises of 4 temples, of which the earliest is the red brick temple. The temple is dedicated to Lord Shiva. Now I would like to tell you the main attraction of the temple. The temple has many stone and brick art. The temple authorities always organize a fair on the name of Lord Shiva, and thousands of people from our state Chhattisgarh and from other states visit it. The temple has a huge ground in front of it where a very big sculpture of Lord Shiva is constructed. So do visit Bharamdev Mandir, and if I would get a golden chance to visit this adorable temple, so I would definitely like to visit it and see the beauty. Now I would like to end my words. Thank you.
Good morning, India last performance with full of bubbly energy. Vietnam architecture is a part of a culture which exposes the precious values of Chhattisgarh. It glorifies the identity and the essence of Chhattisgarh. So I want you all to get an eye on this marvelous performance.
Good morning, everybody. Respected teachers and my dear friends, I am feeling very grateful and honored to present myself before you all. I am Aditi Yadav from Class 8 of Khalsa Public School, a prestigious and glorious educational institute of Chhattisgarh. At present, I am living in Dongargarh, the courtyard of Ma Bamleshwari and the holy city of Chhattisgarh. Chhattisgarh has several places which has spiritual and historic importance. Girodpuri Dham is one of them. It is situated by the confluence of Mahanadi and Jom River and 80 kilometers from Bilaspur. It is one of Chhattisgarh's most revered pilgrimage spot. This village, which has the best association with spirituality and historical interest, is the birthplace of founder of Chhattisgarh, Satnami Pant Guru Ghasidas, a much revered figure in Chhattisgarh. Pilgrims arrive here to venerate him at his seat, which is located next to the Jade Thumb. He is said to have done tapasya for a long time under the Oradra tree, which is still there. This sacred place is also known as Tapbhumi. The Charan Kund is a sacred pond and site of the annual Girodpuri Mela. This sacred place is also known as Tapbhumi. Another kilometer from here is located the ancient Amrit Kund, whose water are believed to be sweet. Thousands of people visit Girodpuri Dham every year. So do visit Girodpuri Dham and other significant places of Chhattisgarh to feel and experience the tradition and culture. Thank you.
Wow, display with plenty of information. Bastar Palace is a paradise of Chhattisgarh. With these lines, I would like to call a student of Standard 8.
Good morning, respected teachers, principals, and all my dear friends. I am having a lot of pleasure standing before you. My name is Satyavrat Pan and I am from Class 8. As we all know, we are here for the Art Integration and Collaboration Program. Today I am going to discuss about one of the most famous monuments of Chhattisgarh, that is Bastar Palace. Bastar Palace, Jagdalpur, is a historical remain made in the 16th century. It was the headquarters of the Bastar Kingdom. It was built by the rulers of Bastar state when the capital of Bastar was shifted from Barsur to Jagdalpur. The historical monument boasts fascinating art and architecture, complemented by engravings and carvings on walls and ceilings, surrounded by well-lit gardens, housing artifacts and figurines that tell the story of past kings' glory. The palace invites history lovers and tourists from far and wide. Another special feature of the palace is that it glitters in the sun and looks particularly charming. At present, this is kept as a monument by the government. Thank you for listening.
Thank you so much for your performance. Monuments are the grappling irons that bind one generation to another. So here comes a small PowerPoint presentation on the historical monuments of Chhattisgarh. Thanks for showcasing your talent.
Film has always been a really good tool for me to communicate emotions about why I create a collection. So here's a speed short film on Chhattisgarh.
L'amour a la raison, l'amour et moi, nous sommes un, nous sommes un. te nommer l'amour, l'amour à la raison. L'amour et moi, nous sommes un, nous sommes un. Qu'est-ce que je vais te nommer? Je vais te nommer l'amour, l'amour à la raison. L'amour et moi, nous sommes un, nous sommes un.
Thank you very much for unwavering attention throughout this film. To end up this session, I would like to invite Ashish sir to give his prestigious words.
Yeah, thank you so much. I owe my gratitude to the Honorable Principal and Vice Principal of Anandalaya and Khalsa Public School for giving us this medium of opportunity to present this program. We really enjoyed the program. We felt like we are in Gujarat, and the program will really great, and the efforts of students are really appreciative, and it made by the whole of the schools. We accept that in the future we will get many opportunities to know about the other states of India. Thank you so much, CBSC. Thank you so much, Anandalaya. Thank you.
Thank you, Ashish sir. Thank you very much. Now, it was undoubtedly a great event. Students of your school were amazing. They were pleasant and at the same time confident and conveyed this theme very well. We all are now with get the information about the Chhattisgarh art form and the monuments. I am positive that this experience has been invaluable for our students also. It was a true pleasure for collaborating the event, and we are looking forward for the actual exchange program. Thank you. Thank you one and all. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
I request my students of Anandalaya, they slowly leave the meeting.